Hi guys, it's Gina and Hailey on PCC Student Connect Recap Monday. Woohoo! We are actually on episode 20.
Oh, wow.
Can't believe it. I'm super excited. Week 5.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So crazy. So Hailey, how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. Getting to celebrate Easter in a different way. It was really relaxing. Got to FaceTime family, which was also really fun too. It was a really
so
sweet time.
Good.
How about yours, Gina?
Had a great weekend. Actually a great Holy Week.
Oh.
It's probably the most I have focused on Christ during the full week of just right before Easter in remembrance of what he did for us, because it wasn't all the hubbub of being so focused on work and getting Easter baskets and all this stuff together. It really was a time of prayer and just hanging out with God and focusing on what the real true season was.
That. Yeah, and I'm sure it just really emphasized more the true meaning of Easter too.
Yeah, and I noticed even on the news and all this stuff going on, it was all focused on how are they doing church and how are they going to celebrate, Easter, the resurrection of Jesus. And there was no talk about Easter bunny hunts or Easter bunnies, and usually that's what it's so filled with.
Yeah, I love that. And with that, for Recap Monday, we would love to recap with you guys what Pastor Phil talked about. But with that, we have a special surprise of having some students help us recap.
So excited. So here you go.
Luke 23:43. And he said to him,
I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise.
How?
How?
Haven't you heard?
Haven't you heard of the ABCs of salvation?
We are sinners.
Romans 3:10 says, as it is written,
There's no one righteous, not even one.
Romans chapter 3, verses 23. For all have sinned,
fall short of the glory of God.
B. Believe in your heart that Jesus Christ died for your sins,
was buried, and that God raised Jesus from the dead.
This is trusting with all of your heart that
Jesus is who he said he was.
Romans 10:9-10. If you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord
And believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved.
For it is by believing in your heart that you are made right with God.
And it is by confessing with your mouth that you are saved.
C. Call upon the name of the Lord.
Romans 14:11. It is written,
As I live, says the Lord,
every knee will bow before me,
and every tongue shall confess to God.
Romans 10:13. For whoever calls
on the name of the Lord shall be saved.
That was a great video to see everyone's faces and how they articulated the ABCs of the gospel with verses along with that. Really sunk in of just the importance of Easter and what it really means for us.
Yeah. I love the fact that Jesus came and died and rose again. And like we said on Sunday, he's risen. He's risen indeed. I love that. I love it. But also with that, Pastor Phil talked about the two criminals that were next to Jesus in the cross. And I'm going to cover the first one. He shared how both the guys had similar circumstances. They were there, death row pretty much, alongside Jesus, the innocent man in the middle, and then the two criminals on the side. And one just was flinging insults at Jesus. Looking for Jesus as a rescuer, only Pastor Phil took out his analogy of the jack, only using him like a tool, taking him out for his convenience. And I always tell the students, you guys always hear this from me, like the vending machine, I need this, God, thank you. And then you're kind of done. And we use God when we need him, and then we put him away. And so that was one of the criminals,
Yeah, and the second one was really the complete opposite. He even corrected the first guy and saying, hey, who are you to call out this guy? He's innocent. I am a criminal. I deserve this. And I think that idea of that asking for mercy, it's like the same circumstances, but his response was, Lord, I know who you are. I know you're the Messiah, and will you take me to paradise with you? Or will you take me with you wherever you go? I want to follow you.
The challenge was, which one are you? Which criminal are you? Are you the one that threw out insults? Or are you the one that cried for mercy?
How God opens up our minds and our hearts and these sermons to give us a different perspective of the Easter story. And like you said, which criminal are we? Which way do we respond?
Yeah, and if you guys didn't get to watch it, we encourage you guys to go back and watch it. It is online. So.
Yeah, and don't forget too, we still have our online small groups for both junior high and high school. It is never too late to join, because we would still love to connect with you throughout the week as well.
Well, and next week we start our new study, James. Have a great week. We'll see you guys tomorrow on Tough Topic Tuesdays.
Bye, everybody. See you
Bye.
then.